Okay, what is up, everybody? Now we're here with a new Bertlandia, and last week we left off with the Gaming Lemons lemon stand. So yes, this was a lovely little build. As always, we have 1-person build and 3 normal builds. So make sure you're leaving your ideas in the comment section down below. And if you have no build ideas, make sure you look down there and see what other people have left, and hit some likes on those things that you guys enjoy. So yes, let's go ahead and get into this video's person build, which is right here. Also, if you haven't hit that like button, you should do it. So yes, this is our next person build, and it's Miss AmyLee33's Flower Boutique. So yes, she is a YouTuber that I have never heard of. So yes, I looked into her stuff and I didn't know who her boyfriend was, but now I do. So yes, thank you very kindly for introducing me to a fellow YouTuber, a fellow female YouTuber, which they are quite rare. But yes, this is a flower boutique. Shelby thought that boutiques were only for like small little clothing shops, but I Googled it and I looked up the word. It is actually for clothing and apparel and like stuff like that you can actually use that aren't just apparel. And, you know, it's like appliances and stuff. So, like flowers, which isn't an appliance because that's like a TV. But either way, I think flower boutique's a pretty word. I think boutique's just a pretty word. So I was like, flower, pretty. Boutique, pretty. So, yeah. And Amy Lee, pretty name. So, yes, let's go ahead and get inside this lovely little flower shop. And let's see. This name person is Claude. We're going to call him Claude. So, this is Claude. And he sells all the tulips and all these other flowers that I don't know the name of. And here's some tulips. I know those names. I think I just spit. I don't know. Who cares? These are tulips. So yes, and there's a little flower garden on the side. Yes, and there's some sunflowers. The only thing I hate about the sunflowers, they only face toward the sun. Toward the sun. So I can't have them face outward. So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I really like this. So it's got roses and other flowers that I don't know the name of. So yes, this is our person build. Thank you so very kindly for this. I was very happy that I was able to incorporate the vases inside. And yes, this is Claude. So I hope you have a good day, Claude. I'll see you tonight. Okay, so yes, let's go ahead and get outside and let's go ahead and get into the next build, which is right next door. And it is a lovely little shop, and it is a Cece's Coffee and Cookies. So yes, Cece's was the person who commented, so thank you very kindly, Cece's. And this is your coffee and cookie shop. So let's go ahead and get inside. And yes, this is where you get your cookies and your coffee. You can get, what are they called? The coffee cookie. It's a biscotti. Biscotti. Yes, I had one of those ones. Very, very crunchy. Very crunchy. And your name is John. You're just a basic John. You're just John. And I like, you kind of got an apron on, like you're cooking and stuff. So I really like that. It's technically a blacksmith, I believe. I think they have a black apron. I don't know what you do, though. I'm just going to assume that you're my bistro, I think is the name of the coffee person. Bistro? You're my bistro? I'm sure I'm probably saying the wrong, and you guys will let me know in the comment section what the actual word is. But yes, this is our little coffee and cookie shop. Very small, very simple. Cactus. Everyone loves those in a coffee shop. So yes, that is a very nice build. I enjoyed that person build. Thank you very kindly. I haven't did a flower shop in quite a while. And a coffee and cookie. We haven't had one of those in quite a while, so I'm very happy to incorporate that into Bertlandia in this new little area. So this is definitely very nice. Now, we built a school last week. Last week. It was last week that we built the school. But I had something added to it because you guys wanted it in the comments section. That was a playground. Yes, this is a basic playground. So, I wanted to incorporate something of some sort of mulch. So I went ahead and went with the puzzle. Because, you know, it's got a mulchy kind of texture. So I thought that would look kind of nice. Also, I don't know exactly what this would be considered on a playground. Probably a hazard. But yeah, you get in this and you get to have fun with, you know, your young self. And, you know, your child might have his fingers ran over. But, you know, it's Minecraft. So you respawn and stuff if you lose too many fingers. So you got that going for your parents. Don't worry. And yes, there's little places for the teachers and stuff to sit. And students to sit if they're bored. I don't even know what the hell this thing is, but I wanted to build it. So yes, you got to bounce from this one to that one, which is actually impressively difficult. So watch. It's just like you can't do a run. You can't do a run. So yeah, it's very difficult. So I'm gonna do this. I know I can do it. No, yes, I did it. Oh, back. No, can't do it. Okay, so yes, I don't even know what I want to call that. It's kind of, I wanted to make a teeter-totter, but it just didn't work out the way I wanted. So yes, there's that, and then there's a slide, which you have to walk around to the other side, and you climb up, and then you slide down like, whee! And now I'm drowning, because, you know, that's another hazard on this playground. I mean, there's all types of hazards when you're children, but, you know, whatever. So yes, that is the playground. So thank you for that third build. And our fourth build was something a little bit larger. As you can see, it's kind of a neighborhood. Well, basically, it is a neighborhood. It's buildings. We needed some housing, as you guys wanted. So yes, housing. I incorporated 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I counted correctly. So yes, very basic builds. They're all very basic. I have yet to incorporate the villagers, but these are very basic. Almost, I'm trying to think what it's called. It's like a very small style building of housing. I'm trying to think what it's called. Shelby, what's the word I'm thinking of? Those really small houses. You know, like the people after the tornado. What are they called?
Habitat for Humanity.
Habitat for Humanity houses. These are almost Habitat for Humanity houses. They're very small, very simple, but they get the job done. Because, you know, a villager he spends most of his time outside. He doesn't like to be out and about. But this is probably the biggest of the Habitat for Humanity houses. Let's go ahead and incorporate a lovely little family in here. They all have to sleep in one bed. So yes, it's a mother, well, a man. Hey asshole, I just gave you a house. And yeah, what? Oh, so you want this house instead? Really? Really? I just gave you a house. What an asshole. These insensitive little pricks. All right, fine. You all can have your houses. I want you all to be happy. So yes, you guys have these houses though. You don't live in these. So yes, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your ideas in the comment section down below what you guys would like to see next week. I hope you hit the like button. And yeah, as always, SLC, which stands for sub, like, and comment if you haven't subscribed. And my camera died. So yes, if you haven't subscribed, you can. If you haven't liked, you can. And if you haven't commented, please do so. So yes, good day and goodbye. I have to charge my camera because it died.